What's going on, people? And I've had enough now. I've had enough. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Another win, another W. Des, can you take over my channel? Because I want to go sleep. Just wake up thinking we won again. Des, can you take over?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't I?
Bloody hell. Yes, another win, another 3 points. And Nottingham Forest are now third in the league table, and it's unbelievable. I can't believe it. Right, people, if you're new to the channel, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and comment below, people. How are you feeling being Nottingham Forest fan today? Third place. If you're new to the channel, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's start. Next to me, we've got the guy that never picked up his phone. He was busy as usual. I do apologise to the Iceland Nottingham Forest fans who did ask for due day late, but he kept doing his due day run around the city ground, doing his business. Des, where are you, Des? Where was you, Des?
Oh, you know what I'm like? I say yes to everything, but today I had to do what I had to do.
Oh, Des, if you know it, please do subscribe to Do Daily. The link is below. Des, are you on 300 yet, Des? Come on. You're on 300.
No, I'm on 282, but the Icelandic fan it gave me a massive lift all of a sudden. I've got one person, I've got 282 subscribers and one watcher.
People, go subscribe to Do Daily. Link is below, please. It's amazing. Next, we've got Jack Grealish. Believe me. How you doing, Adam?
Over the moon, Ben. Over the moon. Another great win today. That's another cup final over. So another 7 to go. Bring it on.
And last but not least, we've got Matt, aka the Professor Super Smooth. Please,
no, it's Professor
Super Smooth. Please don't tell me why he's called himself that. I don't know why. You want to know?
I just feel like a Professor Silverspoon this week. All I can say to Des is, if you get anyone obsessing about you a bit too much, just block them. That's my advice. But anyway, that's another story.
Matt, you've been helping Cooper out with Jack Colback by any chance, giving him some advice.
I had a review for my Colback, the latest name and number one from him. He was delighted because he didn't look like a see you next Tuesday for once. Apparently. So I've done something there for him. So
right, before we get to Canal, there's a super chat straight away. And this is from Kieran. Grealish. Thank you for the 1,000.
I got a big game tomorrow. Don't pressure me.
So I'm going to get to the
showing the love to Keenan this evening as well.
This is Dylan. Dylan, shout out to Dylan. Come on, you guys. Great win, second place as well, and truly on. And if you don't know, that is Adam's cousin. If no one knows.
Yeah.
This is from Singapore Wits. You Reds. Boys on fire. Haven't felt as good for ages. Come on, you Reds. Ashley says, believe. I am believing. I told you I'm going for second place, people. Nick says something is happening. Something is happening at Forest. Something is happening. Happy says, what a feeling.
This is Saturday night.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm loving this.
Who'd watch Ant and Deck, eh? Who'd watch Ant and Deck when you've got all this?
Exactly, that's what it's like, isn't
it? And shout out to DoreOnTour, evening Door. Just got home. It was a great evening to meet you today. Thought it was 1-0, but in opinion it was 2-0, not 2. But fair play to you lot. You'll get second 100%. Shout out DoreOnTour. And as well, DoreOnTour, I do apologise because I did say I was saying to Des Daily, but like I said, I don't know who Des Daily was. He was doing it around the city ground. So I don't know where he was. I did get on the blower, but as Des does, that's do what he does. And like I said, people go and subscribe to his channel. It is a amazing channel. Right, I'm gonna start with you, Mr. No, let me I'm sick of telling. Start with Des. Let me start with you, Adam. Adam, how are you feeling today? Like another fantastic win, and how are you feeling, man?
I'm absolutely over the moon. You know, I have so much confidence going into this game today. You know, especially when Lyle Taylor went eligible to play, and Chong wasn't playing for Birmingham today as well. So, you know, I was a bit a bit wary of Hernan Hernandez, his capabilities as a player and everything. I'm a bit shocked he actually went to Birmingham in the first place, especially he was at Middlesbrough on Boxing Day against us. But that being said, I came in with so much confidence. And why wouldn't you? You know, the massive run we've been on recently and everything else. And, you know, we've got that belief now, you know, and it's not the Billy Davies days. It's not the Lamucci days. It's the Super Cooper days where we can't get enough. So it's a different ball game now with him. And, you know, he's got this team believing and he doesn't take anything for granted. He takes every game as it goes and he wants to approach that and he wants to do everything to win every single game. And that's what a manager or a head coach is all about. You don't want to come into games being cocky or, you know, thinking his team's got no to play for. Because in all due respect to Birmingham, they didn't have no to play for today. Their season is over, really. So, you know, they didn't have no to play for. And Cooper didn't want our team to be complacent and thinking, oh, yeah, we got this team. You know, they got no to play for. Or we'll just sit back and all this. But no, he just keeps on going. And he takes every game as an important game. And like I said now, every single game, and you said it in your previous show, it's a cup final game. And that's what it's all about. And it's just keeping on going. And Bournemouth, we're knocking on your door. Scott Parker, you better be listening to this. We're knocking on your door.
We are coming for you, Bournemouth. Like I said, we're now in third place. And like I said, it's 7 cup finals as well. Matt, the AK professional for Silver Spoon. I don't know why I'm calling that. I'm calling it.
Just call me Silver Spoon. Silver Spoon to my friends.
So, Silver Spoon. People get Matt in the comments. How you feeling, Matt? You've not been on the show for a while, but how you feeling?
You've got to feel happy about it. I mean, it's been a fantastic week. 9 points in a week. When did that last happen?
Fantastic.
People in
the comments. How do you
it's
feel
predictable, isn't it? It's predictable.
I think the last time it actually kind of happened was when it was in League One.
Yeah,
so,
well.
you know, probably. I don't
know if you've seen Cooper's interview. It's the first time after international duty.
International break.
We've got 9 points. So yeah, carry on, Matt.
Yeah, no, well, it's just fantastic, wasn't it? It's the same thing every week. We tend to start well. We seem confident all over the pitch. Everyone's playing well, aren't they? Even the subs, everyone. You know, even Zink's stepped things up, I think, the last couple of games. So it's nice, I think, that we're aiming for the top 2 now. So we're not even thinking about the playoffs. So we're not suffering from the same thing as everyone else around us. It seems that we're all stuttering, getting nervous, and the league table looks incredible.
What the Matt, you've been paying your bill. We can't hear you, Matt.
Sounded dodgy.
Can't hear you, Matt. This is shocking. This is why you call
He's
it
not
Matt.
been paying his bill.
That's it, Matt. I can hear you now. We can hear you now. Oh, for frig's sake. This is shocking behaviour. Professional Silver Spoon. Matt, change your name back to Matt. Here he is.
It's bloody Chris Hughton again, isn't it?
Carry on, Matt. Carry on, Matt.
There you go.
Carry on,
almost
Matt.
there. It's just got to come back.
What was you saying, Matt?
There you go. Am I back now?
You're back there. What was you saying?
I can't hear you. Yeah, now I'm back. Yeah, okay. It's Chris Hughton. He knew I was going to talk about Chris Hughton. So let's not mention Chris Hughton. I just won't mention Chris Hughton. But all these bad players, and they're playing unbelievably well. And it's predictable. It's the same thing every week. It's just as predictable as it was under him, who I cannot mention.
Oh, my God.
But in a good way.
In a good way. Mr. Dudelu, Des. I said it's the first time after international duty we've got 9 points. And now we're third. It's crazy now to be a Forest fan after what happened at the start of the season. Des.
From that Sheffield United game, I've just believed that the league's too easy. It's too easy. We're scoring inside 5-10 minutes. If not that, look at the Blackpool game, 3-0 up inside half an hour. And wow, what a player Keenan Davis is fired up. What a performance today. I know McKenna played well and we all love McKenna to bits. But Keenan Davis was man of the match by an absolute mile today.
I don't know how he didn't get man of the match.
I
don't know
didn't either. I was shocked when McKenna got it. No disrespect to him, but he's been great. But Davis should have got it.
Yeah.
Figueiredo wasn't bad either, I thought.
Yeah,
Well, there was lots,
If I was his mum, I'd have thought he was robbed, but there you are.
but for me, from that Sheffield United performance, you know, we didn't get the result. We got a 1-1 and we were lucky in the end. Not lucky, but we got that goal at the end. But from that performance, I thought we're miles better than anything that's in front of us. And we're proving it now week on week. They're not even getting into second gear before we 1-0 up. Then they turn into game management for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever. And then in the second half, when Cooper's a little bit frustrated that we've not killed them off, they just go and kill them off. And that's how it's happening at the moment. Today, I thought at any given point, just like in the week against Coventry, they could step it up. They could go and score that second goal. You know, and ultimately we did. It took a bit longer than we'd hoped it would, but it never looks in doubt, does it? Whilst I feel we can score that winning goal, second goal, whatever it is to clinch the game, we don't look like conceding. We're just we've got a brick wall in defence, and two of them, the two rocks, Warren and McKenna, are almost playing right and left.
Yeah. You look at the assists they've got. You look at the stats for their assists. It's incredible. All of them have got 7 or 8 assists, first or second degree assists.
And that's amazing, isn't it? And just today, you know, it's just another one. It's another W, as you said. Yeah, you know, it's another W, and it's one game closer to the end of the season. I tell you what, we're starting to talk about Bournemouth, but 6 points ain't going to look comfortable when you've still got Forest to play, because every team, you know, Dor, I've done, and thankfully to you, you put me onto other people from other podcasts and things like that. I talked to Luton fans, Sheffield United fans. They're shitting it. They're actually
they are.
They should be.
They're going, wow, what are you lot doing down there? And they just look like the Luton fans, especially, like they don't want Friday to come. And that's the next game. And if we win that one, it doesn't matter what the rest of the league's doing. I think we're already there anyway. I think Cooper's going out there with the games in hand saying, just go for second. If we didn't get the result for 1 or 2 games, we might have to sort of retreat back in and go, look, yeah, this is where we are in the table. But right now, I think he's just going out there and going, you've got 3 hit.
But look, but how different to the Sabri scenario? This is similar, but this is completely different.
But that's one of the points I wanted to make. I've been talking to guys tonight around the game, obviously some of the things I do. This is so much better than Paul Hart. This is so much better than Billy Davis. And they were good sides. They were brilliant sides. But this is so much better. Do you know, we're so much more convinced than the fan base. 29,000 again today.
Yeah,
well done. Wednesday night as well.
The Forest ever got 29,000 midweek. But to get these game after game, be 1-0 up, 2-0 up, whatever, after a certain amount of time, it's serious stuff now, isn't it?
And 26,000 stay for an extra 5 minutes at the end to clap them off the pitch as well. It's incredible.
Yeah, exactly. And that was one
brilliant.
Of them. It's just so great, honestly. You know, like during the week and everything else, you know, okay, we've got up by 1,000 and everything, but you know, like you go back to what you said, Des, with Paul Hart and Billy Davis. This is completely a lot better than under them, because even under Billy Davis, even though we got playoffs, we were bottling games. There was games against Derby we were bottling it. You know, under Steve Cooper, like you'll get one defeat, but as soon as that one defeat happens, we pick ourselves back up again, and then we start winning games again. And that's what it's all about. And if something don't go your way, you pick yourself back up and you move forward and you start winning games again. And that's exactly what Cooper's done. And he's not one of these managers who sit down and lie down for a few defeats on the trot, put it that way.
There's 122 people in. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching this.
Big attendance here too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
How's you, Mark? Let's talk about Davis's goal, and I think he was a good goal. really good goal. And I think the Birmingham fans, because as you know, he's an ex-Villa fans, did it like it. And there's throwing missiles as well. Like if Villa fans, I mean Birmingham fans, if you're being disrespectful to Davis, you're going to get it back. So, but like I said, good goal from Davis, and it's like he's been a fantastic signing for us. Ante.
Unbelievable. He's one of the best forwards I've seen play for us. And we had such low expectations, in all honesty, for him, didn't we? We thought, oh, yeah, I've never seen a forward like that. Every player's unique, but he's got that Antonio, that Collymore vibe about him where it's something really, really special. And we weren't warned. I think we should have been warned about this in advance because it's been a shock, hasn't it? He's incredible. What can you say? The way he manipulates the ball and changes direction, he's on a completely different level. It's like, the best kid in the playground bullying all the little kids. And it's just a joy to watch, isn't it?
I'm going to ask you, Adam, and we'll talk about Figs. And he was, like I said, let's be real. Forest fans used to target him. We brought Cook in, and the Cook is a good player. Cook got injured, and everyone got worried about, Figs is going to do this, do that. And I know, was it last night, a podcast, disrespectful Figs. And yet again today, a good performance from him. And he's proven people wrong, isn't he, Adam?
He has, absolutely. I mean, I've never slagged him off. I'll be honest with you. He does scare me, like Samba sometimes. He gets your heart racing a little bit. But you know what? He's proved a lot of daters wrong. He's proved a lot of critics wrong. And sometimes for a footballer, when they get criticised so much, like Figueiredo has been getting criticised by Forest fans, it motivates them. And I think that's what he's done with Figueiredo. He's probably thought, you know what, excuse my language, fuck this. I don't care what these critics say as Forest fans. I'm going to give it 110%. And he has done. And he's picked, and he has stepped up from Steve Cook.
But any decent centre half is going to think like that, and he's a decent centre half, and any of them would. And he's shown it, hasn't he?
100%,
yeah,
100%. And with Steve Cook, he's a favourite centre half. But you know what, Figueiredo, he stepped in, and for me, he's not put a foot wrong. He hasn't put a foot wrong. And I'm glad that we've now got strength in depth. We're not just relying on key players all the time like we used to under Billy Davis, etc. We've got actually that strength in depth now, and that's what makes me proud as a Forest fan, because we've been used to relying on key players for so many years, and then when they get injured, we're basically stumped. So it's just so nice and refreshing that we've got that backup. And with Figueiredo, he's absolutely stepped up to the plate for me, and he's been fantastic.
Before it gets theirs, I've got another super chat, and this is from Simon Jones. Thank you very much for the £5. Much appreciate it. It says, love the content, guys. Absolutely love being a proud of a Forest fan. Second place, here we come. See what I mean? Forest fans, I said yesterday, I've always said sarcastically we'll finish 15th, but then I changed my mind and we'll finish secondly. Des, what are you laughing at, Des? I said Des. I said we'll finish second. Des, you said we'll finish 7th, Des. You said we'll finish 7th.
I didn't.
You've got to go back through the tapes and see.
Go back for the tapes. Yeah. Go back for the tapes.
Who was the one who said we would finish in the playoffs after the Fulham game?
I did, didn't I? I must have done.
I don't know.
The reason
I reckon I probably said it first. I was probably on the magic mushrooms at the time, though.
4-0, and I said we are getting to the playoffs because I could see all this coming. Once that confidence got going in this team, because Cooper was saying it for 2-3 months. Once they start believing in themselves, they'll start picking up. They'll start climbing the table. Everybody's been a little bit like, oh, we're not in 7th, we're not in 6th, we're not in 5th. Do you know? But we had 3 games in hand, and yes, it doesn't always translate into victories, but with 3 games in hand, absolutely flying. So it was just the case. Within a week, we've gone from 9th to 3rd, and this was all
proper 3rd.
Yeah, and now it looks like we aren't. Whether we get second place or not, and I've got my own thoughts on that, but whether we get it or not, is we're absolutely consolidated in the playoffs. Do you know? And that's what I'm saying before, where we can give ourselves a massive chance that it's a free hit now, even if it's just for 1 or 2 games. But 1 or 2 games we keep winning. But it's 1 or 2 games where we can go, well, if we get beaten those, you know, we might have to rein it in a little bit when we go out and play and sort the playoffs out.
I don't think it'll happen, and we mustn't do that. That's Lamucci. If we get a lockdown and you watch some inspiring film and then decide, let's defend, that's not what we want at all, and it won't happen.
I'm not like that. I don't want Forest to defend ever. Forest is the biggest club in the world and we should attack everybody. But I'm just saying, at this moment, having that comfortable position to go for, they're just thriving on it. They're going forward.
Yeah,
they're attacking.
absolutely.
You know, they're picking these teams off. What we've seen in the last week is incredible, really. And the scoring goals and the way sort of Davis went through today and scored that goal. He shouldn't have scored that goal. What a finish. What an absolute brilliant finish.
And the Birmingham fans like, shh, to all the Birmingham fans.
But anyway, Dor, what was you going to ask me?
Oh, you see me, this is why, you know what it is, he's not going to concentrate because, like I said, Drew Daly was, before the game, running around the city ground doing his pitch footy, what people should just go and follow him because Des does a great job for him. So I've lost now. Yeah, but shout out to like Simon Jones for £5, much appreciated as well. If you're doing I can get Des a lollipop for that because he'd be because he's like he is. But yeah, right. There's another thing I'm going to ask. And this is for you, Matt. And Matt will love this. I remember yesterday, I was talking to the Birmingham fan, and he said to me there, Hernandez, if no one knows, he loves scoring past Forest. What did he do, DoreOnTour? He didn't do nothing because Jack Colback had him in his back pocket yet again. Come on, Matt. Another decent.
Yeah, I got the Colback appreciation thing. But quick thing, Billy's team, if you look back on it, that was a remarkable team. You see how many captains came from that team. And you're saying like, oh, this team's better, this team. But that team, it had the Cohens, the Reeds, what's that centre half? I've forgotten. The one that went to Ipswich for him, I've forgotten his blinking name. Even McCleary ended up being a captain.
Luke Chambers.
Chambers, that's it. You look through that team, the Wezzes, all those guys, the fullback whose money we're still spending, whose name escapes me, the right back, the Welshman. There we are. All those guys, real senior good pros, and it was a really good team. This team, it just law of averages isn't going to have 15 captains in it, but it's a really strong team that believe itself. Jack Colback. I worry about Jack because I think he's the best midfielder at the club, and he should be playing in centre midfield.
Better Ryan Yates, I won't say that.
Well, look, he's the senior guy. He's the senior guy. You have the spine right and everything else. You can worry about hanging the decorations on the Christmas tree, but you need the blinking the trunk sorted out, and he's right up there. The trunk, that's where he should be. So basically, I don't want him to turn into a half decent left back rather than a brilliant midfielder. That's my concern. But he's doing a great job, isn't he? He's imperious. He ran the game. He didn't give him a sniff. I don't even know the guy's name. I've forgotten it already, and I'm sure he has. No, I'm joking. Yeah, really. But yeah, he's done a great job. I thought the previous game he had a bad night. Uncharacteristically. Yeah, in midweek, I thought he had his worst half ever for us. I thought, didn't you? He made a goal, of course.
He made a goal.
Yeah, but aside from that,
who are you watching?
I'm his harshest critic. I look at him with a parent's eyes. So, but anyway, but he's playing really well. But they all are. You're spoiled for choice, aren't you? You say, oh, McKenna. You say they're all playing well. It's just degrees of brilliance.
100%. I just want to say a big shout out that pass he made in the second half when he came on, Sam Surridge. What a pass he made in that second half. Just to find that big space in the middle of the park was just fantastic. He's just fantastic. And I mean, I know he wants to start. He is a striker. He wants to start, of course. All of our strikers want to start, and that's what's so good at the moment. There's competition. But with what Davis has done today, it's going to be very difficult because now he's playing Johnson more of a striker now than by trade he's an attacking midfielder. But with that being said, you know, it's just so great. We've got so much competition going on.
100%.
Well, people like Silva and Hayder and stuff can't get on the bench.
Can't get on the bench.
And they've made good impressions and things at times, and they can't even get on the bench.
Well, guys, at the football today, me and the people around me said, can any other team in the league bring on Lewis Graben, Joe Lolly, and Sam Surridge? That is incredible.
Incredible.
As a triple substitution, that is out of this world.
But when Graben got injured, we all thought, oh, this could be it. We could be in real trouble. And look at it now. You know, he can't be given his place back just yet, can he? He's the captain. He was our master blaster, and he has to wait in line, doesn't he? He really does have to wait in line, and it's great. But it's in our benefit, and it's fine, isn't it? He's coming on. You know, got that routine of bringing those two fresh, and it's perfect.
But it's exactly what you say as well. Do you know, that's great. Competition for places, strength in depth, which we didn't have before January, which we now have. Do you know, I said to friends today, oh, you look around the team, Cook won't walk back in. Lowe won't walk. Before I thought about it, I said Lowe won't walk back in. Lowe will walk back in. But then you think, Colback's been as good as most fullbacks in the Championship.
Yeah.
So why will he walk back in? Because Yates is playing phenomenal. Garner is absolutely out of this world right now. He's off.
Wednesday was unbelievable. He played his best game for us Wednesday, I thought. That pass was breathtaking.
He's absolutely off the scale right now. And then you think, so why would Lowe walk back in? Why would Cook walk back in? They probably won't. Because Cooper will be fair, if anything. He'll be fair to what's there and go, well, these guys have won 5 games on the spin now. We go again.
Why would we change it?
That's the right way to do it, isn't it? You pick it on merit, you got the shirt, you keep it as long as you keep performing. It's hard.
100%.
I think overall, out the strikers we've got, like with Bournemouth, they've signed Kiefer Moore and Siriki Dembele in January, right? And they've barely done anything since they've been there. Like what we've got now, we've got Davis scoring goals, we've got Surridge scoring goals. You know, now Johnson's playing as a striker. You know, he's our top scorer this season. You know, we've got a better variety. Like, okay, Dominic Slank he's a good player for Bournemouth. No ifs or maybes about it. However, but when it comes to the strength of attack, we're miles better than Bournemouth. You know, at the minute.
Right, Adam, because the thing is, they've got a crap manager who will cry off at a fixture in the wind. Right, so already we've got a psychological advantage. We thought there was structural damage in February already.
Yeah, wait till you see when we get there.
Wait till we
get
promoted and we're climbing all over the place.
That's going to be real damage.
I love Dor and everybody. I'll tell you this now, because when they postponed our original fixture, which was pretty much last minute, it was last minute actually.
It's all wrong, yeah.
And it went all wrong. They should have done it. Even the police over there said the weather was that bad at the time. They even shut down libraries and other public places, but they were still going to let a football match carry on. You know, I hope we get them back.
There was no problem with the weather, was it, Daz? It was a little bit.
At 4 o'clock and did a video, and I get videos on the Trent. Do daily, please subscribe. I get videos where I can't do them because it's too windy, and it's not. And then I've gone to a football match and watched it at the City Ground. The wind wasn't a problem. I've actually heard today on the grapevine that Forest sent lawyers down there and everything afterwards. There was some real big things going on where Forest had sent lawyers because they weren't happy that they got that game called off.
It doesn't matter now, does it? Because now we're third place. Bournemouth, like I said, we are coming for you. And it's going to be, like I said, if we keep winning, that game could be the major one. But
they might really regret that. They might really, really regret that. Yeah.
Right, there's 152 people in. You know what? That's amazing. Thank you very much, everyone, for it. And I've got a new member, and that is Miss Peter. Is it Peter Nevstead for being a member on my YouTube channel? Thank you very much. Be a member. Thank you. That's great. Thank you, Peter, for taking your time to be a member. If you want to be a member as well, do Dilly as a member. Just wait for you two to be a member now. If you want to be a member, just click the button and.
That's like that.
Just plug them up. Now I'm a member. Plug them to Do Daily. All
Peter?
on 52.
People, 164 people. Go and subscribe to Do Daily. The link is below. Go and subscribe. Get him to 300. If you get to 300, Des will give you a kiss to every single one of you.
Oh, bless you.
Right, like I said, people, there's 160 people. Like I said, hit the like button, please. 54 likes. Get me to 100 likes if you can, please. It's a massive help. And the vlog will be out tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. as usual. But yeah, it's going to be a fantastic vlog. I've been editing as well. Right, let's talk about the game again. Another shout out to Ghana. I'm asking you, Matt. Another fantastic performance as well. I was talking to my new show. I was on my new vlog 2 days ago. And do you think, right, and this is for people in the comments as well, Man U lost today. Do you think Ghana will get in that Man U squad? Because, as we know, the Championship is a different level to the Premiership. But the way he's playing, Matt, do you think he's good enough to be in the Man U squad?
I don't think he realistically. A few weeks ago, we were laughing about this and sort of saying you're on crack and all that if you think that. And I think, unfortunately, the fact is it's not about how good you are. I think he's playing brilliantly. You know, he's probably playing better than I try not to watch Man U at every opportunity, but he's probably playing well enough to justify a place in their team for sure. But it doesn't work like that, does it? You have to be someone who's got so many million followers on Twitter or whatever like that, or be a big name and stuff. That's half their problem. They need to, in a way, they probably do need to do like Class of '92 project again and go back to square one and build from the bottom up and do it properly. But they'll always try and buy success at the moment. And the biggest club in the world with the most money or whatever, and they're going to do that. So I don't know. I don't think realistically he's got a future there, really.
Can I say on that, though? Right, there's lots of players you look at now. Would you have Joe Worrell or Harry Maguire? And I'm not being stupid. I'd have Joe Worrell every day of the week. 100%. Would you rather Steve Cooper be your manager or Ralph Rangnick? I tell you what, because he would get a tune out of that Man United side that Rangnick is not getting. I've said it before. Cooper will never get a shout. Thankfully.
Stop this talk. We shouldn't be saying things like this. Don't make suggestions to them.
I know he's saying that, but he won't get a shout, so it doesn't matter anyway. He doesn't look like he isn't.
Exactly.
He isn't.
I'll be honest with you.
But the reality is, he's not going to get a shout at that. But these players, I'd rather have several of those Forest players. If someone said you could have De Gea, keep your De Gea, keep your Maguire, keep your McTominay or whoever, Pogba, because
Ronaldo.
I'm quite happy with what we got. And if you drop these players into that team now, the way they're playing, you're telling me Brennan Johnson is not going to make a difference in that Man United team? He absolutely is. And I don't want us to sell Brennan Johnson as much as anyone. It doesn't matter. These are players playing in confidence. And in that team, you've got no chance.
There's a few people saying. There's a few people saying. Dash. Another one says, "Zip it, Dad."
But the thing is, what you're missing, I think, it's all down to Cooper. Cooper's the key to this, and it's like you say, "Oh, if we lose Spence, and if this happens, and if we sell this guy or that guy for ridiculous money," but it's all down to Cooper making them play. Like you say, he can get a tune out of anyone, and that's the fact.
But why are they saying zip it? Because they think it's unrealistic. It's not.
No. We don't want them. We don't draw attention to it. Don't.
It's not unrealistic because these guys are doing a proper job. They're playing in a team and they're winning games. Joe Worrell is a centre back. Who would we swap him for right now? Who would we swap Joe Worrell for as an English defender? No one.
Read the room, Des. Read the room.
Why are they all over going? Des, you just said that. Oh, Des.
Yeah, but you don't
say positive things about Forest players. Why?
Oh, Des.
No, but seriously, going forward next season, I think we'll attract good loan players. Like, okay, if Spence goes to Bayern Munich for 50 million quid and we can't seriously compete for it, even when we're promoting the Premier League, other clubs will give us their young players because look what we've done with them.
So I'm just looking at the comments on here. The drawing for Des. Listen, I'm not involved with this. It's none of our business. Doesn't say his opinion, and everyone's drawing on it. But yeah, but as well, subscribe to Do Daily, man. People, that's all it is.
It's related to Steve Hodge. Steve Hodge says this every time someone has a good game. It's like, oh, he'll be off if the money's right. It's like, Jesus Christ, let him play for a season for us.
No, I'm not saying anybody's be off. You swap them. Who are there? Peter.
Look, what you say. Order. Every player that wants to play football should come to Forest because look how good we make players. Don't try and fucking sell them.
Right, let me confirm it. Des, don't get me wrong. I love you, but just stop. This is from Jem. We love Des, but mute.
Like the Blackpool fan.
As well, Des is passionate, but give him a break. Everyone's going on Des. Listen to me. It's none of my business. I'm just the director. I'm just looking at the comments and trying my point, and everyone's going for Des.
Okay then. All our players are League One players, and we never.
Yeah.
And it'd be very boring.
They're all those crap. But
we're not very good.
Half of them are the same players, though, aren't they? Get him down to under 50 subscribers.
Right. Don't unsubscribe to him, please. Don't do that. Don't do that. And make sure you subscribe back to him, people, as well. Go and subscribe to Do Daily.
Report him. This must breach some kind of rules of something.
I've breached some kind of rules of positivity.
It's not.
Oh, dude.
He's got a Bournemouth shirt on his lap or something.
Bad people, there's 149 people in. Please do hit the like button. I'm on 61. Get me to 100 as well, people. And as well, so just make sure you subscribe to Do Daily as well. He does a fantastic to his YouTube channel as well. And as well, just go and please do it. Des, you have got some positivity back from Kayla. That's it, Des. From Gary, that's better, Des. Another one. Yeah, hey, Des. Yes, it's a bit banter, boys.
They're all coming back now.
Des, you should start. Des, you should start a Forest channel. I keep saying this, Des. You should start a Forest channel, but he's busy. He's so busy with Do Daily channel as well. So people, go and subscribe to Do Daily. Get him to 300. Give him a break. Yeah, and that's what it is. Like I said, I asked you, Adam. Like I said, we've got 7 games to go, and I said it's all positive now. Like it's another win. Let's talk about Birmingham. And they had spells of today, all right, but it wasn't great, was there? They got nothing to play for, but I think we were just too good for him, weren't we?
Yeah, we was to a certain degree. I thought their number 34, the Pilic, whatever his name was, I think it's Turkish. He looked a bit like George Samaras used to play for Man City and Celtic. I thought he battled their midfield quite a bit. He played quite well, to be fair. He bossed that midfield in the middle of the park. We couldn't handle him at times. The way he ran forward, it was a bit like what Ryan Yates has done recently. But obviously not as good. But he was the one who stood out for me for Birmingham today. I mean, I'm sure they didn't have a shot on target at all. But it was just one. We were just too good for him. Of course we were, and he was the player who stood out for him. Was that number 34? But Keenan Davis ran that. Was it Nico Gordon, the young 19-year-old?
Yeah.
He run him ragged today. Absolutely ragged. He outskilled him. He outdone him when it comes to physicality. He just completely made his day a whole lot worse. For a 19-year-old going up against a big lad like Keenan Davis, who's 23, 24. It must have been a nightmare for him, but thank goodness it was, because from our point of view, it was great. But they weren't really that threatening. I think because with Lyle Taylor not being eligible to play, I thought they would have been a bit toothless. Scott Hogan, he used to love playing against Forest. he used to score against Forest all the time. You know, whether he was at Brentford or Aston Villa, even at Birmingham, he weren't great today. A lot of them weren't, but you know, it was one of the games we were too good for him. Like Birmingham aren't a bad side. They're not Derby. They're not Peterborough. They're not Barnsley in that respect. You know, they're not a bad side. But the problem is what they got at the minute is just the lack of grit, like we've got everything else. So, and I knew with Taylor not playing today, they wouldn't stand a chance, because he's the one, ever since he's gone on loan to him from us, he's the one who's been getting them the results without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah. So, but with that incident earlier, and this is what I'm going to talk to you about, the near leverage and Jed Spence incident in the second.
Yeah, I've just seen some comments about it as well. I don't know what, like, from my point of view, when I watched it, I thought it was a foul on Spence, but when I looked at the replay, the keeper did get the ball first.
He did. Yeah,
and then Spence got good boy. He didn't do it on purpose. He just went in the clouded. So
it was a 50-50 situation.
Yeah.
And obviously, Spence got a bit of it, but Neil Everett's got the worst of it. And to be fair to Neil Everett, I hope he gets, you know, to all Birmingham fans out there tonight, I hope he gets well soon, because he's won promotion with Cardiff in the past. He's a very good goalkeeper. And I wish him all the best. If you're watching these Birmingham fans, I wish Neil Everett all the best. I really do. He's a good goalkeeper and a really great professional as well. Because I watched him. I think he's appeared on Sky Sports Soccer Special before, or Soccer Saturday, reporting a game, and he's a very nice and professional bloke. So I wish him all the best. Honestly, to all the Birmingham fans out there, I wish him all the best.
100%. There's 146 people. Hit the like button, please, if you can.
I will say today, I thought Birmingham did a really. Do you know, a lot of teams recently have lied down a little bit once we've got at them, and I thought they kept going until the end. Give them credit. Do you know, I thought the number 8 had a really good game in the first half. I think his name's Taylor. He's a young lad. He had a really good game where he ran at us a little bit from midfield. And then they didn't have much up front. I don't rate Scott Hogan a great deal.
I like him, Des.
They put Troy Deeney on, and I thought they caused us more problems in the last 5 or 10 minutes than they did in the whole match. But at least they kept going. They were professional. They kept going till the end. They kept us honest. You know, that game could have been 3-4-0. But they kept us honest, and they won a few corners, and Deeney held the ball up. And that was kind of good to see as well, because we don't want to be walking for everything we've said so far. We don't want to be walking over anybody. We don't want it easy. We want to have to earn it and keep playing and keep us honest as well. And I thought Birmingham were brilliant in the sense that they gave us a good game. They didn't make it. We were better than them. And we were quite clearly better than them in parts. But they made us play, and they made us play for that second goal as well, didn't they?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I was just going to say to you mentioned about Dina. I was in the Trenton. Obviously, I've seen the Trenton. I'm a season card holder, and I'm quite close to the corner flag.
Adam, we can't miss you, Adam. Every time we see you on the Forest TV, you're just there.
I know, I am. I know, they love me. But having that said, and there's a guy I've known down there. He calls me Grealish. He used to call me Jedward so many times. I used to have long spike hair back in the day, that's why. But Deeney was doing his warm-ups near the corner flag, and the guy asked him, why aren't you starting, Deeney? And I heard him say to him, he says, the reason why I'm not starting is because I'm fucked. That's what Deeney said to him. I'm fucked. You know, Deeney, honestly, he's a nice guy. He was interacting with his fans in the Trent end.
I seen him.
Yeah, he was just taking all the banter, and that's what he's all about. But
a more savoury story is when he gave the kid his shirt at the end, which is what I thought you were going to say. But yeah, he took the time to give his shirt to a fan who obviously held up a sign, which was nice. So well done, Troy Deeney. He's a genuine guy,
Matt. Is that Troy Deeney?
Yeah.
Some people are taking him on way, but I'll always remember. You know, for me, I'll always remember, and I keep watching it back as when he scored that winning goal in the playoff semi-final against Leicester.
Oh, we don't care about that.
You are watching
we
Brum
don't.
TV.
We don't care about that. This is not Birmingham TV, right?
Yeah, it's turned into you've had like an interlude. This is
Adam. If you want to DoreOnTour, if you want Adam on your channel, we'll do a transfer. We'll talk.
Hey, it's Leicester. I can't
When you get
stand
West
Leicester.
Midlands news instead of East Midlands news.
Yeah, Adam.
And you're like, what the hell's going on?
What is,
I'm just saying this because it's Dina. It's Leicester.
Oh.
That's why it's Leicester.
Listen to me, Adam. If you want to do a transfer fee to DoreOnTour, you can go to him, and it costs them.
No.
And as well, I forgot. Glenn.
get his wages off.
Glenn's watching this from his car. I saw you, Glenn. I have a picture with Maxi and Max. And I've warned everyone, if you want to do a Maxi and Max, it costs us. So please, permission first. And that's talking to you as well, Matt. There's 142 people in. Thank you everyone for watching this live stream. And like I said, a fantastic win for Forest. As well, I'm going to get everyone's man of the match as well. Who do you think was a man of the match today, people? Put the comments in below. I'm going to start with, let me start with you, Matt. Who's your man of the match today and why?
It's between Keenan and McKenna, really. But, like I say, Figueiredo, I thought was fantastic and kind of deserves it as a sort of unsung hero. But there's so many. Who cares who man of the match is? Who cares? No, who cares? And look, just rewinding a bit to Dez's thing where he was saying how we got all these brilliant players. They were under Houghton, most of them were crap. And at other clubs, nearly all of them were crap. And they're all twice as good now. A year ago, you couldn't have given away hardly any of these apart from Brennan, and he was somewhere else. So it's a massive change, and it's Cooper. And seriously, we could afford to lose two of the best ones, and you still wouldn't be that worried, would you?
No.
Seriously, you wouldn't sweat. There's people who'd say, oh, nice, Larea can have a go, and things like that. You wouldn't worry. Even if you took the two best players out of the team, whoever you think they are, we could handle it, couldn't we? And that's what the Grabbins thing has taught us. So I think that's what we should sort of celebrate. And the most important thing is to keep Cooper, because Cooper works wonders, on players, and they're all twice as good as they thought they were. So anyway, man of the match, I'll give it to McKenna and go along with the crowd for a change.
What? The crowd? What crowd?
Everyone's thought McKenna. I mean, but we're spoiled for choice, aren't we?
Yeah, there's so many people that did play good for me. I put my man match. I thought it was Davis. I thought he was fantastic.
He was brilliant
for me. But yeah, people in the comments, who do you think? Adam, who was your man of the match?
For me, to be honest, it was Keenan Davis. He holds the ball so well, and he had that 19-year-old. It must have been a nightmare for him, but great from what we've seen. But he had him running ragged all game, and obviously for the goal he scored, some strikers can't even score from that angle, and he did, and he's been fantastic. It was fantastic in midweek against Coventry. Let's be right, but he was man of the match for me tonight because he just kept carrying on. He wasn't looking for a foul from the referee. And talk about the referee, he was just as bad as what Tim Robinson was.
Well, we get this is the problem. We're getting bad referees, man. We had a bad referee against Coventry. And we're still winning.
Yeah,
and we're still winning. So, I'm not going to make about referees.
We're not lying.
Today, I thought he was relatively good, though. At least he booked a few people in the first half when they're fouling us. Yeah, normally they wait to about the 70th to 80th minute and then get their cards out. But at least he did that. It gave us a chance, made them a little bit more honest than they might have been.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad. I mean, it can be as bad as Tim Robinson, but I think when it comes to what has happened and everything else, and it was just one of those situations. And I think, with that being said, it was just the way the game went. And Keenan Davis, he didn't complain. He just got on with it, and that's what he always does. He doesn't look for the foul. He just gets on with it, and he tries to get off these players and keep going forward. And that's what strong physical strikers like him should do. And he's exactly gone and done that.
100%. Last but not least, Des, who's your man of the match?
Well, I start by saying, didn't I? Wow, Keenan Davis. I thought, what a performance today. Yeah, I thought that was his best performance in the Forest shirt. He looked fired up. Of course, we probably know some of the obvious reasons why. Playing Birmingham and the celebration.
Yeah.
That's what Joe Lolly did a few seasons ago.
Yeah.
And I just thought, but like the guys have said, like Matt said in particular, there could have been 4 or 5 players. You look at McKenna, yes, brilliant again, and we take it for granted a little bit. I thought Colback was absolutely brilliant today. Whilst I've not just called him man of the match, I thought he was brilliant to contain Hernandez, and he was brilliant on Wednesday night as well. To back that up. And he's again, I don't want him to be a left back because I'm a massive Colback fan in midfield. But what a performance! And then even the likes of Joe Worrell today, there were times he were playing like Bobby Moore. He brought the ball out 1-2s with Keenan Davis.
Yes, him, like what it is, right? Worrell. Every time Worrell was going forward, it wasn't. It didn't really work for him.
People drop back. Yeah.
Yeah, but with McKenna, it worked with McKenna. So Worrell, please don't do that because I think you prefer.
No, but it's proper football though, isn't it? It's like total football.
It was working to some degree, and it was popping up on the edge of the box. So you can name like lots of the comments, like Matt and Adam said, you can name 4 or 5. But for me, I thought Keenan Davis was just a beast today. He was an absolute beast, and he ran them ragged, and he wore them down. I looked at some of the defenders after about 20 minutes. Obviously, I'm in the Bridgeford end. And they had their hands on their knees. Do you know that? And the left back who we've actually been linked with, Pedersen.
Yeah, Pedersen, yeah.
His hands was on his knees after 20 minutes. And I thought, imagine facing Jed Spence and Brennan Johnson. And then the guy who was marking or kind of marking Davis, he had his hands on his knees after about 25 minutes. And you thought, these guys are shot. And it just shows how far and how good we are that we just pinned them back that much. It's probably, whilst we weren't playing great, they've not got that much to offer in return in many ways. Do you know what I mean? They can't come back at us, and then we pick them off later in the game when they've really gone. And I just thought Davis today was on a different level.
Yeah, the guy you mentioned who was supposed to be marking Davis, it was the 19-year-old Gordon, and he had him running ragged. Absolutely ragged.
He runs everyone ragged, though, doesn't he? He runs.
He does.
How high is the bar, though? Now we say like today. You might say, "Oh, Brennan and Jed Spence had kind of not the." But how high is the bar? For all of them, they've all set their own standards so high. It's way beyond what they've ever done before. They're just pushing it up every week, and we're just accepting it.
And the setting your own goals as well is I noticed as players from a performance point of view, they're setting their goals now, like where they want to go as far as their career is concerned, what the performance is and everything. But
look at Brennan in his first season at this level. Really, he's like beyond peak Lolly. Lolly's greatest season. He's beyond that.
And Matt, remember what Chris Hughton said about Johnson, saying that
he wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready for football.
No.
I was speaking to a Punjabi.
Thank God.
Forest. I was speaking to Punjabi Forest as well. Shout out to Punjabi Forest as well. And the way he said, he's not ready for the Forest. He's not ready for the first team. What is Hughton watching? And now look at him, 15 goals, top scorer in the club, one of the best youngsters in Europe. You can't complain.
The thing is, Hughton, 37-year-olds in Glenmurray, that was what it was. So he
played
didn't leave
knocker.
young players. Yeah,
he played knocker and he didn't play Doors at the end of the season. And Leicester were playing Wes Morgan. I'll never get over that. I'll never forgive him for that anyway.
100%. There's 152 people in. Thank you much for watching this. Please do hit the like button as well if you can. And subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to Do Daily as well. His link is below. Get to Do Daily to 300 because he's a little battering tonight, Des. So please cheer him up because he's had a little battering as well.
And McKenna's taken old Des Morgan. Des
Morgan.
Yeah, Des, the classic. No, but he's taken his "You'll Never Beat," hasn't he, today?
Yeah, he has.
Well earned.
Yeah, he did. It started in midweek, didn't it? against Coventry, I heard as well.
Yeah.
So, you know what? It's so good to see that. It's really
we're
good
going to be hearing it for once.
Right, so got about 5 minutes to go, and people, I said for the last 2 shows, I think Forest will get second place. I'm going to see if Matt, Adam, or Des has changed their mind. Where do you think Forest will finish? People in the comments, where do you think Forest will finish? We've got big games. We've got Luton, we've got West Brom, we've got Peterborough, we've got Swansea, we've got Fulham, we've got Bournemouth. Who else we got next? I don't know. We've got the big cup finals. So people in the comments, where do you think Forest will finish? I'm going to ask you, Matt. Where do you think Forest will finish?
I think we've got a 50-50 chance of finishing second, don't you? I think that's about right.
Yeah.
I think we've got 50-50. It's not in our hands, is it? Really, it's mainly in Bournemouth's hands. But I think you look at the 2 teams, and one of them looks like they're only going to get kind of better and going to keep doing stuff they've been doing every week, and the other one, looking at us, they're all scared, aren't they? So pressure does funny things to people, and I fancy our chances. And like I say, it might be the biggest mistake they ever made postponing that game. So we have the chance to land a big punch on them just before the end of the season. They might. The pressure will all be on them, won't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to have a shot. We're going to have a shot to nothing. Probably that game could decide it.
Before I get to Adam and Des, I got a super chat, and this is from Spesh. Guys, do you realise we are third in the league for goals scored and conceded? Do you ever believe we'll be here? No, not one bit. I thought we'll be here, because you think about it, was it 7 games in, bottom of the league, and
we had our points deduction, the Houghton rule. That was it.
So,
I don't know.
No. To answer, no, not all special. But thank you very much for the £4.49 as well. That can put money towards Des's dummy as well.
Gag. You've got a gag, haven't you? One of those ball ones for him.
Right, Adam. Come on, right. Where do you think Forest will finish?
I gotta agree. I gotta agree with Matt, because I'm 50-50 about it. If we're not going to get second, for me, it's going to be like a banana skin. If I'm being honest, if we're not going to get second, we're going to probably more likely to lose to Swansea, because Swansea want to back at Cooper, and they put their mojo under Russell Martin.
No, that is just daft. Adam, come on, we don't want negativity on this channel.
No,
how can you? Last home game, you think we'll lose?
No,
you think you'll lose against Swansea?
No, I what I'm saying is, like, I'm 50-50 about it. But if we take our foot off the pedal, which I hope we don't, it's going to be more likely against Swansea than any other team, than a Bournemouth or Fulham or anybody else, because they start to get their act together and they want to come back at Steve Cooper. But I hope to God it don't happen. But I'm 50-50 to be like Matt. I'm 50-50, but I hope to God we get second. I really do, because we've already been playing recently. Why not push for it? Bite back at Bournemouth. Give them what's for. Give them the hook. You know what I mean? Just get at them.
Yeah. Last but not least, Des, have you changed your mind? That's a second. That's a second. You still sipping out?
Yeah, but let's put this into a little bit of perspective, Dor. Bournemouth have gone to Sheffield United today, and I watched much of that game, but whilst I was doing other things, I got to see quite a lot of it. And Sheffield United probably should have won. If we'd have gone away and took that point, in the fashion they did, they'll be happy tonight. They won't be complaining too much that they've gone up to Sheffield United and got a point. And yeah, for us, it looks like a big win today. We've got 2 points on them, but they've gone away and got that point at a playoff rival. So whilst I do think there's a chance, again, it's not quite 50-50, is it? Because we've still got 6 points to find. I see what the guys are saying. We've got 6 points to find. I do think football's got a funny way of biting you back. And I think that game that got called off earlier in the season is almost something's going to come back and go, wow, even if it's this scenario where Forest go and win and then Bournemouth have to get something on the last day, Just something in it, just something where it puts them under that little bit of pressure. At the moment, you'd rather be in Bournemouth's position than Forest. We're absolutely flying, and we're in the ascendancy. And sometimes that means a lot. It means everything when you're flying. What I am a little bit dubious about is getting up towards 1-2 points and missing out. And then feeling like, oh shit, what happened there? And then going into the playoffs as if you missed out on something. So all I want us to do, this is what I'm saying, I just want us to keep winning football matches. It doesn't matter what Bournemouth do. It doesn't matter what Sheffield United do. It doesn't matter what Middlesbrough do, Luton, anybody else. If we keep winning football matches, we can only do our job. And if we go into the playoffs winning football matches, that's what I'm happy with. I just want us going into that position where we're winning with a team who's just come out of nowhere. We've stormed up the table, and everybody wants to be going into them in fine form. What will be at the end of the season. If we're going to that Bournemouth game, taking over them, there's nobody going to be as delirious as me on that night.
Wait. No. The way he's doing that, because I remember it was Blackburn game. Des came out jolly. So if we win at Bournemouth, I'll jump in there. I'll run to the sea and jump in there. If we get a result in Bournemouth, and
that's a claim goal.
I'm claiming that if Ryan Yates scores, I'm definitely jumping in the river. In the sea.
We all live in a world of Ryan Yates.
Yeah, I'll definitely jump in the sea. I'm not doing that. Doing that for me.
But what we have to do is just do what we do. That's all we've done all season.
You should always do that.
All we've done all season is do what's in front of us. When people were complaining that we drew to Preston and we didn't do this, there was a couple of fans grumbling away, we're going to fall away. No, we still had all those games in hand. We still had all that opportunity, and we took the opportunity after that. And that's 100%. All we have to do is take the opportunities in front of us.
100%.
The games Cooper's lost has been when we've been heavily hit by injuries around Christmas. He's hardly lost to anyone. You've just got to focus on yourselves. He's got so many options now. It's completely different mindset to the Lamouches and the Hewsons, who wanted to try and steal victory from the other team. We will go and take it. And that's what you've got to think. We do it right ourselves, do everything in our control right, we will win. None of this mindset. And we're aiming for second. If we don't get it, it's not bad. Like you're not going to look. Let's put it in context. If we come 7th, we've done brilliantly. If we come 7th, we've done brilliantly. Considering the Houghton situation, it's a miracle if we come 7th. But we're gonna be in the playoffs, and we stand every chance of coming second. And if we do what we have been doing and can do, we will probably come second, because they will bottle it. But we got to get our house in order, and we'll be fine.
And
if we don't, we've done all we can do anyway. You can't complain about that, can you?
No. And what we got to do is we just like this, we just got to keep on going, winning games as much as possible. And if results don't go away, okay, it's sod's law. But at least we've gone out there and tried to grab it. At least we can say that we tried and everything else. But we'll be playoffs at least, like you said, Matt. We're going to be playoffs now, without a shadow of a doubt.
It's better to go out on your shield rather than go out with a whimper like Lamouchi. He should have got sacked after that. It was never going to take you anywhere. Anyone that does that isn't a winner, and you're never going to get anywhere.
I personally think when we had Houghton, he should have been sacked after the Derby game. Even though we picked up the point, he should have
been there the second season.
No, Adam, he should have been sacked after Stoke game. He should have been sacked after the Stoke game. I think was it Stoke then Derby, or was it Stoke, Derby and Stoke? I don't know which one
it was. It was Stoke before Derby.
I wanted him sacked. I wanted him sacked way before that. When he wasn't preparing for the following season, when we had nothing to play for, that was completely the wrong mindset. That was completely the wrong mindset. We had nothing. He was like, "What can I do? What can I do? Why are you going to ever stick with someone that has no clue? The players aren't good enough. Help me. That's pathetic. Houghton's not, Cooper's not saying that. He's just doing the job."
Yeah, exactly. And what Cooper said not long after he became Forest head coach, he said, I want the players to believe in themselves, right? And he said it in the nicest way. You know, if he's not seen his players doing that well as he wants to, or from what a lot of people see that, you know, he's going to galvanise him in the nicest way possible. He's not going to be like, you know, he's not going to be like a Roy Keane who's going to absolutely bollock him till the end of the world. But he will literally, he'll galvanise him and say, okay, you should have done better. I want you to do this second half, rare. And it works. He gets the players clicking. Even when they're not playing the best in the first half, he gets them clicking.
Half the team are playing football they never knew they could play. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. And it's brilliant, isn't it? They're living a dream, aren't they, at the moment?
Absolutely. 100%. It's just a great example. He's a great example of someone who players can look up to, especially the youngsters. And, you know, it's been fantastic, you know, and you know, ever since he was at Swansea, okay, we beat him once under Lemuche, but we still, like you said, we stole a lot of victories under Lemuche. And when we beat Swansea 1-0 away, we kind of stole that because we got him on the counter-attack and we nicked it under Lemuche against Cooper Swansea at the time. But Cooper, he's just been absolutely fantastic for us. And I'll tell you something, he just, when I saw him do the fist pumps at the end, he was getting the crowd. He was going out to the crowd. Come on, I want you to go up, bring up the noise and everything before I do my last 3 fist pumps and all that. And this is what we've been missing for so long.
He gets it. He totally gets it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what can stop him? What can stop him? Unless he loses his mind and starts doing all the wrong things, he's done everything right. I can't think of anything he's done wrong. And literally, I couldn't think of one thing. No one's been able to convince me that Houghton did one thing right. A child could have done better, you know. And you know, it's all about Cooper.
Even when under Cooper, you know, we lost a few games under Cooper. He's still not put a foot wrong at all.
I think with the bad spell we had was end of the year, wasn't it? When we lost 2 games back.
Yeah. It was when we had all those injuries and things.
Yeah, we had the injuries, but since then it's been all good. But it is what it is. Right, I'm gonna get through the comments before we do leave. Martin says, "Jump on Bournemouth pier." Des can do that. I'm not doing that.
You just said you're doing it. You've just said you're going in the sea.
No. I'll run in the sea. You can jump. I'll run in the sea. You can jump. Des can jump in the Trent Bridge as well. But he needs his I'm looking at it as well. From James, I'm just saying here, my mate is Leicester fan. He today wants Forest to get promoted. He's said even if his team gets, even if my missus dies as a football fan, and he said he said Forest bro. They've been fantastic for us. Coops is talking about promotion in his first interview. I can't remember his first interview. What game was it? Was it 1-1 Sheffield United? It was, wasn't it?
Millwall.
Millwall. Yeah, Millwall.
On his debut. It was managerial debut against Millwall. I think it was after Huddersfield when we beat Huddersfield 2-0.
This is from East and Red. Pretty much a perfect season. Forest promoted, sheep bottling relegation. And this is a quote. This is funny, right? If Fulham win and Derby lose, because they've got each other next week as well, so it could happen. So I think Matt wants Derby to stay up, don't you, Matt?
I'm not bothered. It's probably academic for us now. We won't be playing them next season anyway, will we? Whatever they do. I just like playing games that matter. That's all.
Yeah, fair play to you, Matt. And you know what? I just want Derby to get relegated so they know how we felt in 2005. So
I've been saying that for ages. Send them to League
No,
One.
but I'm living by the thing. Focus on yourself. Don't worry about these other things. Don't get Schadenfreude caring about these other things that nothing to do with you. None of your business.
Hey, don't nick my quote. That's my quote, right? Don't take my quote. Right, we get going, people. It's been a fantastic show for me. 150 people have watched this. Please do hit the like button, please. It does a massive help. Subscribe to my new channel as well. Just make sure everyone gets to 300 subscribers, please. Get into 300. I've had enough people. You've not subscribed. If you subscribed, send me the link. So you have subscribed. Subscribe to Do Daily. And that's what
it's
Matt
tax deductible now too.
I'm on commission.
Well, and if anyone wants anything from Matt, talk about your what you do.
Oh, I don't know. Well, at the moment, I'm trying to release my name and number series. I did Scott McKenna yesterday. He scored. The previous one was Yatesy. He scored. Colback, well, that didn't work out. But I'll do a Graben next week. Let's do a Graben. I think he can get a goal. So I'll stick a Graben and a Sturridge out in the next week. But yeah, I'm busy at the moment.
He's very busy.
Father's Day one's next. So if you want to give your father, your dad a fist pump, they're on their way.
People, like I said, Matt's as well is in the description as well. Please go and follow as well. Right, it's been a good show. Next game, I'm hoping I get to Luton Town. I'm praying to God I get to Luton Town. If you have got a Luton ticket and you're not going, just message me. Don't message Des. I've had enough of Des.
Message me as well. How have we not got Luton tickets?
I know. I'm not. If I say something, I'll get in trouble. But I'm not going to say that. But like I say, people, if you can get me, Des a Luton ticket. Message Des. And my friend Malcolm as well. It's my job to get him a ticket because I go to away games with Des. I go to away games to Malcolm as well. So if you're not going to Luton, please get me a ticket because I'm fuming. And Des people. Right, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, Des, Adam, and Matt. It's been a great show as well. If you are new to my channel, please do hit the like button. Get me to 100 likes. I'm on 92, 100, please, with a legend. As well, the Kevin Campbell event is 3 weeks' time. If you've not got your ticket, go and get one because it's going to be a fantastic event. Thursday, the 28th of April. The VIP, I think there's 2. The VIP sold out. So if you want tickets, the link is below as well. Come get it. And if you want, Des, I need a word with you, Des, because if people click on the virtual tickets and it's not working. So do daily again. Get off your bike and send me the proper link. It's not the link. People click on. Someone messaged me yesterday, and people they're sending the wrong link. So people can't Des again. I've had enough of Des. I think this is his last appearance. I might give him another 3-game ban as well.
I'm definitely going to be at that Kevin Campbell event, though. You know that already.
You know that. So yeah, people please, like I said, it's a virtual event as well. If you can't turn up, it's you can do a virtual as well. So it's cost you £22. The both money goes to Des's charity and Lisa Fox's charity as well. So people in below get your virtual ticket. And if you do get your virtual ticket, please message me or email me and send me your email because it's going to be a private event on my YouTube channel. So it's not going to be live. It's going to be a private event. So please go and get your tickets. It's going to be a fantastic event. Right, we get going. It's been a fantastic show again. The vlog will be out 10 o'clock in the morning. People, I do apologize. Des wasn't on there. But like I said, Des was doing his rounds around the sick ground, doing his daily business. And I do like, it is what it is. I've got to say sorry on behalf of Des. Sorry. Everyone keep asking me.
Do you know just before we go on the Blackpool vlog, he got me on every angle in my worst position. Of a big night out, and he expects me to turn up for his vlog on a Saturday afternoon at Forest.
Everyone kept saying to me, "Is Des all right?" People were just about, what was Des really meant? Yeah, he was hanging. So I don't condone that. Look, this is Des, not me. So it is what it is. Right, people, I'm gonna get going. Thank you for everyone for watching this channel as well. Make sure you do hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. And the vlog will be out tomorrow, and I might do like another show as well. So if you want to do a call in, might do it Wednesday. Please, I think Des, I might get Dead in. So it might bring him in. So people, if you want to get on the show, talk about Forest, I'll do it Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday 9 o'clock I'll do it. So people get in touch and we'll get you on the stream.
How the magic happens.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, people. Hopefully I'll see you soon and make sure watch the vlog tomorrow morning. Peace and love. Up the Reds.
Up the Reds.